So this is day 6 of our leadership series. Now, we're getting toward the end of week number 1, and so hopefully you've started to apply every one of those principles, those first 5 principles that we've gone over the last 5 days. You've started to apply those as ways to help you build that real trust, build that rapport with people. Principle number 6 is that you want to take responsibility for clear communication. And a lot of people misunderstand this because they're saying, well, Doug, what you're saying here is you're trying to tell me that I need to communicate more clearly. Well, yeah, that's part of it. But actually, the leader is the person who takes responsibility to make sure that communication occurs. I'll give you a good example of this. Let's say, for instance, that you've got somebody that you really communicate well with. You give that person just a little bit of information. That person takes the ball and runs with it, and you don't really have to worry about it. You've got another person that works for you, works with you, and that person is a little bit less detail-oriented. So let's say, for instance, that we're talking to that person who's less detail-oriented. We give them 5 things that we need this person to have completed by Friday, and we do it on Monday morning, and we don't give any other communication to that person throughout the entire week. Well, there's a good chance that when you get to Friday afternoon, none of those things are going to be, or very few of those things are going to be completed, because we know that that person listens differently. We know that that person has different strengths. So in that kind of situation, the leader is the person who might follow, if we've given them 5 things at one point in one verbal conversation, you might follow up with an email just as a recap. Hey, just as a recap, these were the 5 things that we said we needed done by Friday. And then on Wednesday, you might even make a phone call and say, hey, how are those 5 things coming? So those are ways that the leader can actually make sure that that communication has occurred. And this is not something that is cut and dry, where every single person that you interact with is going to have the same type of listening skills or the same type of communication skills that you have. So you have to kind of play it by ear until you learn your people, or you learn the real strengths of everybody that you deal with. So, but the principle itself is to take responsibility, make sure that you've done everything that you can do as the leader to make sure that that communication has occurred. And if you do that, you'll build better trust and rapport with people.